It's Week 8 of the National Football League, and this one features Josh Jacobs. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Raiders and the Cowboys, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play, and they've lost three. And off we go from Las Vegas. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 24 carries, 123 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Second down, Jacobs once more. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Kevontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys. And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3 to 1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Got his man there, complete to Gallup. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Cowboys sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They go play action here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And it's 2nd down. You look at this Raiders defense. They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
Here's 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they'll get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Off the play fake. Holcomb. He gets this to Davante Adams. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Davante Adams. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And out across midfield down to the 45. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. They'll set up to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Second down and a little more than a yard here. A handoff running left, Henry. And he gets it down to the 32. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 14 carries, 77 yards.
And while he may not verbalize it, in his mind, going up against this defense, one of the worst rush defenses in the league, he's thinking 200-plus in this game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Once again, it's Jacobs. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with the football here. 3rd and 9 here. As they've got it as we resume action. Off play action. Holcomb.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Fielded just inside the 20. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6.
Holding offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He was trying to get that to Colby Parkinson.
That'll bring up 2nd down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Back to throw. Holcomb. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Vegas. 75 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big, big yardage.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Now pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I would say it would probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. Holcomb. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A 1st down and then some. Give them 29 yards. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Saw the linebacker Damone Clark coming through with a stop.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Second and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders are able to add on to that lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And now here come the Cowboys.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Holcomb.
Oh, the slant connects with Davante Adams.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 1st down, Holcomb. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Give them 12 yards that time at a Las Vegas 1st.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Back to throw again.
That one complete to Trey Tucker.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They'll look to throw again. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up in.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he can't escape, and down he goes. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And we'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right.
Man, open downfield is Gallup. He's got it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
They'll set up a throw. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his man. It's Gallup. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Henry will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and go. This is a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Kevontae Turpin now to return.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And out. Set to take the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Derrick Henry all alone. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They'll look to throw here. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
It's a loss of 3. Brings up 2nd and 13 at the 24-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you...
And he will go down, a Cowboys sack.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Looking to throw on second down. Holcomb. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Third down and 10.
Off play action. Holcomb. And this is going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's brought down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Boy, so another interception, CD. And it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out something.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
It was the linebacker, Shaquille Leonard, who applied the heat. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to be incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He gets it to Cooks. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Cowboys. Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Raiders heading out to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
To throw on third down. Holcomb, slant to Adams. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught at the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They'll get 34 yards there. He'll look to throw.
Throw is caught by Schoonmaker.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. And it's caught. Touchdown! Derrick Henry. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Raiders have the ball back, and here comes Davante Adams to the field again.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
There to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for a 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead. And now off to the races, down the right side. Inside the 10, touchdown Raiders. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Dallas returns on offense, and among the weapons, Michael Gallup at wide receiver. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. Now back to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Well, the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's 3rd down now.
Back to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Raiders are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. On third down, here comes Jacobs. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
This is 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
That is caught. Schoonmaker.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Here's 1st down.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition, work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
They'll look to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a quarterback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Raiders,
they snap out of their doldrums and improve to 2-6 on the year.
And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.